Up for a minute? We gotta get you the fuck out of Dodge, man. We're going to Vegas tonight.
What are you talking about, Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Hey, welcome back, roulette enthusiasts. You'll never guess what happened. I was playing a session, doing something that I wanted to do for a while, or actually a part of my program on this little thing I'm working on, but I forgot to have the audio turned on. So as you look down here, I start at 110,000. Now I'm up to 225, but I'll be able to start over with what I was doing and just kind of move on from there. But that in mind, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to do actually a full hour video of my 5-line. And I'm going to do the 5-line just because it's a continuous type of a betting situation. It allows you to continuously be playing instead of playing the 3-3-2 that generally I only like to roll 2 or 3 times at the most, because I want to reduce the expectations of any of those numbers coming in. So I think 2 or 3 hits is a good way to play the hit and run strategy that I have. I like to build up a bankroll slowly, starting with the 5 lines, until I have enough to really jump up to the 3-3-2. But playing the 3-3-2 is a great way to jump in, you know, nail a casino, nail a table, and then take off and go to a different casino and casino hop. So I normally get to that roughly back when I was playing this extensively by the second day, second and a half day, depending on where I was starting with. I like starting off really low at a low dollar amount and challenging myself with like $100 to build it up, like you saw in my past videos from a long time ago. And that's what I like to challenge myself with. But in this situation, we're going to be shooting for a full hour. I generally do not like at all playing at that level or for that amount of time, because I don't like pressing my luck. I think it's more important that people consider setting their win limit instead of a time limit, because the money is more important than time when you're gambling, and controlling that is important. And I think personally, myself included a long time ago, is within money management, people feel like they're on this long string of winning and they have to keep going and going and going. Well, things can turn south pretty quick, and that's why I like to minimize my time to about 30 minutes at a table. Let it be a craps, roulette, or whatever, because again, you don't want to press that luck. Get some exercise, walk around, take a break, go outside, and take things from there. So anyway, without me rambling too much, I'm going to start off once again at the 5s level. Maybe I'll do 10s level. Should I do 10s? Yeah, let's make believe I've been playing for a while. Let's go at the 10s level on the lower level, and then the top tier is going to be 50s. So the total bankroll for that is about $300, which isn't that bad considering a lot of people sit down at the craps table with $500. So this, of course, can be dependent on whatever bankroll you choose to have when you go down there. Heck, you know what? You could play with dollars and do just fine. You can start off with dollars, and cap it off with your 5s, and then your 5s, you can cap it off with your 25s. So you kind of see how the chip denomination really does make it easy for playing the 5 lines, because they do come in increments of 5 if you look at it. But anyway, so my 3-3-2 is my hit and run strategy. Why I really don't like sitting around that long, because a lot of times you do have to wait for a losing number. I don't like waiting, but I do prefer hitting it twice and going. But at this level here, you can continue to play. Whereas at the 3-3-2, you really don't want to extend it long at all. Why? Is you have a lot of money that's going to be out there initially, and if you were to go out of that top tier, then you're kind of hosed. So whenever I do play at that level, if I choose to, and I'm pretty happy with playing at a lower dollar amount, not pushing it too much, but if on the final day I feel like I'm really kind of at it, then that's what I'll do. So let me turn her audio on. I think I had the audio set right. The first video I didn't, and I was just learning the console, and I was missing bets and missing winnings because I'm looking at this and looking at that, kind of just exploring the game.
Thank you and good luck.
And I missed that roll. Yeah, my style of play is I like to casino hop, you know?
33 blinds is the winning number. High
Different places, different dealers.
battery.
Build up your comps, move along, you know? Where was I? Started with 2. Oh my gosh.
One out from 33 dear players. Wish you
I
good
can't
luck.
remember. I can't remember. Again, guys, it's literally 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm so excited. I feel like a kid in a candy store because I have this new simulator with a live dealer, and I just am playing with
Now,
it.
dear players, we have 30 round as a winning number. Even high from the tiers. Third column contestants. Place your bets.
Another reason why I don't like playing at the top tier, bouncing around too much, I really don't like playing that way, but I have on occasion, is, again, even though the 332 has 87% of the board covered, you still have to be afraid of those zeros. And, you know, any number, of course, has the same odds of coming in, I understand that, but
Ball dropped on
you're
20.
playing without much money on the 332.
Even high 100.
You don't want to risk anything. You want to just hit it and run. I think I've said that about 20 times, and I'll say it again. You want to hit it and run. Where's my cocktail waitress? I need a cup of coffee.
Ball out from 20. Hello, Hulus. Thanks for joining.
Yay!
Winning number now, dear players, is 11. And the blind comes from the tier. Battery.
Now, another thing you can think about is just going for 5 spins and then waiting for these losing numbers. Because again, you're reducing your expectations of a loss, of course, at that top tier, which can be kind of a crazy thought. So if you can sit down and hit it for 4 rolls, for 5 rolls, and then patiently wait, like I'm going to be doing here.
Winning number now is 21. High and out from the defense. Well done to the winners. Bets are available if you wish to play.
Now what the heck, I'm going to rebet.
Spin goes from 21.
I need to count the rolls. I can't remember. Or spins. God, I always get those two confused.
Luck, the number one.
Rolls and spins. Wait.
And all the players when separated is the winning number. High order from the tiers. Third column, third.
So you
option.
could do an
Place
option of either spinning it 5 times, making 50 bucks and taking off, which actually is not a very bad idea at all. Because again, you're reducing your expectations of hitting that top tier
Spinning now from
while
20.
making 50 bucks before you cruise to the next table or wherever you want to go. You know, you can think of it this way, you just made 50 bucks in probably 10 minutes. Probably 10 minutes doing it that way.
And now
Good.
the players, the winning number is 23 red. It's the high
Good,
odd
so I didn't
number.
bet.
23 red is from second column.
It's about 5 rolls.
The betting side is open, plate, blue bets.
And that way I have preserved it and I can still stay at that lower tier. I want to wait to make sure I don't get a back-to-back. because that's what's going to kill you.
Gringos from 20.
And if you want to see a funny video, check out the one video I did when I was in Las Vegas. I was up on the second day after all of my expenses were paid. I think I was up $800. And I didn't play the roulette right. I forgot to wait for a back-to-back. I was really tired like I am right now. And the story goes on, and ended up giving a homeless veteran, Marine Corps veteran, and I was in the Marine Corps, and accidentally gave him the wrong wad of money in my pocket. You gotta check out that video. If you want to see it, I'll put a link up there, but oh my gosh, that was a gambling day from hell. So I left $300 up, but I would have had $800 on the second day in pure profit. But what do you do? I don't mind. You probably needed the money more than I do, which is fine.
The winning number now declared is 33. High and or third call and third answer. Please place your new bets. Betting time is open.
Sometimes mistakes like that are good because it's sharing the good karma instead of getting mad about it, which I don't care. I'm more happy that I helped the guy out.
Spin goes from 30.
Yeah, it sucked though. Get back in the casino and I reach in and I'm like, oh no, I rolled up my 20s. I'm sorry, I rolled up $200 bills and I had a $1 bill in my left hand, and I kind of folded them both together and kind of rolled them, folded them twice. And when I'm back home, I will do that, and I'll keep my lower denominations in my lower part of my wallet. But when I'm out at a casino, I'll do the same, but keep it up in my top portion. Well, anyway, I gave him the wrong section. So $200, I'm sure, helps him out a great deal.
Ball left from 20. Good luck. The winning number now for you is number 19. The player's high or 1.2. Place your bets, please.
How many rolls is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna hit it for one more.
Spin goes from 19.
And that'll be 5 rolls, and then I'll wait for losing one. Could be a while, but hey, you know what? If I can stay away from that top tier again, by all means possible, you know, 5 minutes, $50. Why not?
Ball dropped on 10 black difference. Low even 10 black pounds from the twist. Bets are open.
Okay, and then I'm going to patiently wait. You can either A, keep going on, or B, you don't have to. And most of the cases I do stop at 5 and be happy with it.
Ball left from 10.
Eventually, within 3 or 4 rolls, it's going to come up anyway, so it's just being patient. And that's a big portion of any type of gambling, is being patient. And if you can't be, then a lot of my strategies might be difficult for you. Because the casinos are banking that you're not going to be patient. Casinos are banking on the fact that you're not going to have discipline to stick to any type of strategy. Because everybody, you know, they think psychologically you need to win now. And a lot of people think that. And I used to be that way too. 6 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta keep winning, gotta keep, oh my god, I'm on a hot streak, I have to keep going. No, you hit your win limit, you stop. So at the very beginning, I had to force myself to set a timer and walk away. If I was up, I didn't care. So there you have it. It was a couple rolls later after my 5 that my 15 came in. So I'm going to wait for that empty spin, making sure I don't get a back-to-back loss. And again, I get to stay at that lower level and not risk getting to that top tier. So I have to admit, playing at that top tier is a butt pucker. You're like, ah, and yeah.
Winning number is 16. Low and even, 68 out counts.
14, 16, 15, 16, same streak. Okay. Wasn't, so let's go ahead and lay them out again.
Excuse me,
That was
so
quick.
it goes from 16.
We'll try it out for 4 or 5. Shut it down again.
Winning number for this round is 27, red, high and old from the team. Bats are open.
Looks like she's gonna fall asleep like I am. Hey, where's the cocktail waitress? Can you bring me a cup of coffee? Please?
Good luck to players. The bats are close. Welcome next up, you get more than 153. Thank you for joining the table. And now 17 black, it is the winning number. 17 black is come from the organs. Place your new.
Good for 2 more.
One left from 17. Hello, Kimans. Thanks for joining.
Yay!
Right now, my winning number is 6. The appearance is a low even number. 6 black from the. Place your bats, please. Bats
We'll
are-
hit it for one more time. Yeah, one more time. I want to again keep myself in that top tier by all means possible. And resorting and using that as a last resort.
One left from 6. Good luck.
So you're betting 50 bucks to make 50 bucks in about 5 minutes or so. Yay!
And now we have 26 black, which is one of those numbers. High even was on management. Batting time is available. Please place your bets.
Okay, now in this situation, I'm just going to wait for a losing number. I can't remember what I started with. Do you guys know?
Spin goes from 26.
200 and 210. I can't remember.
No more bats.
But it's pretty much on par to be $100 within the same amount of time frame that I had before, using it or at the 5s level, just times 2, of course, because I'm using double the amount. And even I can do simple math like that.
32. It is the winning number for this round. High even was on the sort of thing. Congratulations. New bats if you would like to join me again.
I had a pretty bad heat stroke when I was in the Marine Corps. There's some simple things I just can't do anymore. It had me knocked out. They said they found me about 45 minutes after I passed out. I was pretty brain dead. Didn't have any memory for 6 months,
One
but
left from 32.
besides that, the simplest things I can't do, like simple math, I can't do it in my head. I just can't do it in my head. But what do? You just keep going on, right?
See, black is the winning number. No odd from the orphans. Bats are open. Ball left from 17. And now the players, the winning number is 8 black. 8 black is a low and even part of twos. Place your bats, please.
Could have been a nice long spin session, but again, I'm happy with the 50 bucks I probably made in that amount of time, and
Ball left from 8 black with luck.
not pushing my luck at that top tier. You know, after I hit 5 rolls, I might go to a different wheel. That's also another option to do too.
Double trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I have 8 black, which is now a hot number. We're
Hot
back from
number?
the tears. New
It's a
bats, please.
hot number.
Ball left from 8 black. Good luck.
Technically, yeah, once again, I can keep betting and moving on and being comfortable with the recovery.
Winning number for this round is 23 Randy.
There it
Sport
is.
high number, part 1.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Many times
It happened 4
please
rolls
place
later.
your
You know what? I wait a little bit of time, no big deal. Wait for that empty roll to make sure I don't get a back-to-back. And then I'll continue on to that lower tier for 5 and hope for the best.
Winning number for this round is the high-end odd. The ball dropped on 25 red front bosses. That's one of the counter numbers. Bats are open. Place your new bats, please. If you wish.
Ready? Boom!
Spin goes from 25. Lower bats, wish you good luck.
So yeah, if it was just you and the dealer there, you could very easily make this amount of money so long as there aren't more than 2 people that are on the same table easily.
4 black is the winning number, dear players. 4 black is a low and even comes from bosses.
So something like
Please
this,
place your new bats.
you know, find a table where there aren't many people, which very rarely, unless it's a Friday night or whatever, you're going to have many people at the table. So you could be comfortably making this kind of
Okay,
money,
dear players, time to
again,
spin
with 2,
from
3,
4.
2 people, 3 people at the table. No more than that, because payouts are difficult if there are multiple winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, now from the orphans, the winning number is 17. Low odd 17 from the orphans.
From the orphans.
Place your bet.
A lot of orphans. I think of these, I don't know, as a sucker bet. There are, in case you haven't watched my other videos, I think there are a lot of distractions in the casinos and distractions within every game.
17. Good luck.
You know, I'm sure you guys have seen people dump a lot of money in here and they don't win, and then they do it again and they don't win, and they finally, well, they get a winner number and they're like, woohoo, let's do it again. You know, that rush of dopamine hits them and they're, let's do it again. Meanwhile, they have to catch up
The winning number for
to
this
what they
round,
lost
ladies and
before because it
gentlemen,
wasn't
is
enough to
sometimes
cover
the
their
low and
previous
even
losses.
comes from the tears. Place
Wait, did I bet that one? Did I? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'll do it one more. Oh, maybe I tried to, but it didn't take. I can't remember.
Spin goes from
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the last one.
Good luck. The bats are close.
Come on!
Relative is the winning number you press. It is a high and
Ooh, another 50 bucks.
Place your bats, please.
So I'm going to patiently wait again, because I don't like, again, getting to that top tier.
The prayer spin goes from 19. Good luck, no more bats.
See, I'm right on par at the second level as I was on the first level, just doubling the money in my winnings consistently. And this is very much common on how it works out when I'm at the casinos anyway.
The winning number is 15.
See, by waiting at that five spins over all my sessions and practices has always been the one I like sticking with. 4 or 5. Oh boy. I'm up 450. I think I'm up 250.
Good luck.
I can't remember. I can't remember. I'll do the math later on. I can't remember what I started with.
This time we have a blue number from same section was also my winning number. This time is 3 red. From third column, first
3 red.
Place your bets, please. Betting time is open.
Okay, still staying at that lower tier. Wow, 4:30 in the morning. Oh my God.
Ball left from 3. Good luck.
Woo!
Now my new winning number is 35 black. High from Vazon to Teron. Place your bets, please. Bets are available.
Uh, 30 more minutes.
Ball left from 35.
Again, I normally stop at 30 minutes. But we'll push it to an hour. To me, it wouldn't be realistic in my world because I don't play that long. But
And now in pairs I have 5 reds. 5 reds from second coin first dozen located in the tips. Betting time is open. Place your bets, please.
yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 2 more.
Ball left from 5 down. Thanks so much.
4 or 5 is what 4 or 5 is what I like to stick with.
Okay, so the winning number now is 33 black. The coin 3,000 high and place your bets,
Woo! 435. Let's do one more. Getting close to my 5 spins.
Spin goes from
We'll stop there and we'll wait again.
no more bets.
Come on, number.